Hello everyone, it's me, the e-bike cowboy, and for today's video, we're doing a versus video. Recently, we just got our Talaria Mx5 model, and so far it's been really awesome to ride, and we've been having a whole lot of fun, but we have been wondering to ourselves if it is better to go and sell your old Mx4 for an Mx5, or is it better to get a new controller for your Mx4? So with all this, we did comparison, we did drag racing, we rode it around the track to see how these two fare off against each other. So I'm gonna first show you some clips we took for our drag racing segment.
So you're in sport?
Yeah.
Okay, you count down 3, 2, 1, and then we'll go.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, why is he all the way back there? Hold on, I gotta go see. That is literally the funniest thing you've ever said. I was in eco.
Yeah, you were just like, we're pretty quick at the very beginning, and then you just like, and I'm like, oh, and then it's green, because green's eco, yellow's sport, and red's hyper. So.
Okay, restart. 3, 2, 1, go. Where is he?
Now I'll go to hyper. So you pulled me about 2 bike lengths in sport. Okay.
So now you're in hyper.
Yep.
So now you're ready to get owned again. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So now you're ready to get owned again. Yeah, okay, that hyper mode was pretty crazy.
How far did it pull it?
You were pretty far away from me already, and I just gave up. We are now going to switch bikes. Okay, we're just doing sport?
Yeah.
Go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I almost did a wheelie. I don't do wheelies. Whoa.
So what did it do?
I almost wheelied it. Well, you were already past me when I wheelied it, then I got the front wheel back down and you already passed me and I couldn't catch up.
So this thing's definitely faster. In sport, this with the Torp TC500, if they're both in sport mode, okay, let's go, and then you put it in hyper.
That's pretty crazy that I managed to lift the front wheel up. So it seems to me the Talaria with the Torp controller is faster, but I think it's got a smoother throttle curve.
We'll just kind of roll on, you know, fast, but not just full throttle right from the
Okay,
top.
go.
Just keep it in hyper. Let's just roll up to about 20 miles an hour. And so when we get past the shade, then go to full power.
All right.
This is so, when you just put a controller on a Mark IV, it's going to give
Mark 5 performance, I guess.
all it can handle. Yep.
That's weird. Weird. I couldn't beat you with this in hyper mode, but I beat you, but you beat me on hyper mode with this when I rode that.
Well, I'm a little bit lighter and I know how to start better. Just, you know, I've had a lot more starts over the years.
During each of those segments, we were able to reach 46 miles per hour on the Mx4 and 54 miles per hour on the Mx5. So the Mx5 is still faster than the Mx4, but I will probably say with the Torp controller on the Mx4, it probably does have better acceleration. It is also lighter, which probably does help as well. After the drag race, MX Electric decided to give it a whirl on our track. Now he's going to be telling you how he felt on each of these bikes, and we'll have some nice B-roll to go with it.
Well, I got to ride both of these here on the track, and so I'd, go around just at a slower pace to get the feel, and then I'd do a fast lap on each. Under braking, they're really similar. The MX4 with the TRP brake in the front and the stock brake in the rear stops really good. The new MX5 stops really good with just the brakes it comes with. It's really good. So they're really close neck and neck. We have a 17-inch rear wheel and a Shinko 241 on the back because this is normally my street and trail bike rather than a track bike. And it worked pretty good, but in the harder pack corners and when you're trying to accelerate hard, it's spinning. And when you hit the powder spots, it won't go through them as quick. Where we got a knobby on the back of the MX5, and so it goes through that kind of dirt a little better. It's weird because normally we always like a 1916 or a 1917 wheel setup on our bikes. That's always been our favorite. This with dual 19s is surprising. It doesn't feel like the old MX4s where you felt like you were getting pushed up over the front of the bike. It's really comfortable. Handling wise, I would have to give this on track riding, and if you were doing more moto stuff or some real serious dirt stuff, I would have to give the edge to the MX5. Suspension, stock, both of them are stock except linkage arms. They both have good suspension. So that's really good. Handling on the track, and part of it might be because of the MX style rear tire. This does handle a little better on the track. You can kind of find lines a little easier. This is a little more skittish, but that could be with the Shinko. Acceleration wise, they're really close. This with the Torp is fast. And the only time it kind of is when it hits kind of like a boggy sand spot, it's a little slower, where this seems to have a little more torque and it gets you going. But when you get back up onto top end speed, they're almost identical. They feel really good. So if you already have one and you just want to spend, $1,000 and put a Torp on it because you really like your bike, I would do that because it's 20 pounds lighter. So if you're street riding and stuff, it's going to be easier to get around. But if you're buying one for the first time, I would definitely buy this, spend the $500 more and get this bike because it's very capable with just the few of the upgrades you do for comfort and tires. This is a really good bike, but I like them both. So I wouldn't sell my MX4 because, for the street riding and stuff, I like it. It's light, it's a little lower, and it accelerates hard. So, okay, too hip, gotta go.
Okay, so after all that, what do I personally enjoy? It's kind of hard to say. Both these bikes work very good. It's good. I do have an MX4, so I kind of more closer to this, I guess you could say, because I can definitely imagine doing this to mine. I would never want to get rid of my MX4 for one of these. If I didn't have one, like MX Electric said, I would, if it was first time purchase, this would have been great. But I do have an MX4, so it just seems better just to get another Torp controller for it. So it just depends. I like both of them. There's not much of a difference. So on there, they're both similar, just different, if that makes sense. Guys, I think that's about it. So if you enjoyed this video, why don't you consider giving it a thumbs up? If you've been enjoying the content so far, why don't you consider to subscribe? And I'll see you on the trails, amigos.